And L.A. Reid called me, and he was like, "See, he left. He left. He was going on TV, being a judge on TV. Then he went to Epic. He said, see, you did what I asked you to do, but you did it for them. But he was an animal, so you got to come do it for me." So I was still on contract, but he was like, "Yo, come meet with me." And he was like, "When your contract in?" I was like, "Next such and such May." He was like, "All right, as soon as it's up, I want you to become the VP of A&R for Epic Records and do what you did there. Come do it here." I said, "All right," because he was the one that brought me there. So my loyalty was to the people that really with me, believed in me, and believed. And he let me sign what I wanted to, do what I wanted to, and then eventually I even made the money back with 2 Chainz. He saw that, and then we just kept going. And then I came there, and it was over. So much happened, and then it just got crazy. And I just want to say, like, after, I'm happy that I joined L.A. Reid, because for me it was like, he's a legend, L.A. Reid. So working with him and being able to go to Def Jam and continue on after leaving G Unit, still being able to sign artists. I took a L because Bobby got arrested, and I signed him. But at the same time, Yo Gotti was a success. Travis Scott, Alfaro, I was the one, even though I didn't sign him, I got that album done, packaged, and released so he can blow up and take it to that level when no one else could get that done. No one on his team, from Grand Hustle to the A&R from Epic, I went to the studio and got that shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? That was on my time to meet with him and also know that, yeah, all right, I'm good, man. This kid is nuts, bro. But, yo, we delivered. But that's the job. Yeah, I don't work with people like Sean that pissed off 50. But because I work for the label, I got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to piss off people and do things you don't want to do, but it's your job, right? So certain things with Bobby wasn't a part of my job, but they made it my job. Like me being a social worker, asking the artist, "You got any priors? You have any cases?" Before I sign them, I don't ask these questions. I see a street guy, I'm like, he gonna get out the street and go. He gonna take his hood with him. That's what we do. That's what we in this for. But they want me to do the other whole shit, like, "Yo, you got a case pending, or you got anything about to happen in your life?" I'm not doing that. So with Bobby, I just saw a kid that was from the street. I didn't know he just whatever the was going on. I signed him because of the same with Fifth, a real motherfucker that's coming from the hood. You want to help him and his tribe get out of the hood. That's what we do. And with that turned on me. After he got arrested, I got fired. So as an A&R, as a person that joined corporate structure, that's corny, you know what I'm saying? And I had to take a L, but guess what? No one cares. So for me, it was like, all right, goodbye. Let me just with this from the outside and do what I do, because this industry, on that time, you can't, when you with G Unit, Fifth will go bail you out. You Death Row, Sugar go get you out. When I'm at a corporate label, you ain't getting out and I'm getting the out. So what is that? There's 2 losses. So for me, it's like that took me out for a minute, went on, started managing Joyner Lucas, got him to a place where he can go. He went on and continued to do his thing. And then I just kept looking for new talent. That's my love. That's my passion. What's new, what's hot, no matter what city, Midwest, fucking Boston, South, Cali, I'm gonna cover the ground, you know what I'm saying? I'll be in London soon, you're England, wherever, like, let's get it. So, but I'm all about talent finding and working with them and getting them there. And this industry, it could tamper with that, because you got to follow certain protocols, and that whole A&R structure is whack now. They ain't finding new talent before a blow. They waiting. They all researchers finding based on numbers going up. Ain't nobody signing something like how everybody said Fifth wasn't gonna be. Now I'm telling them nobody's doing that no more. Betting on before it happened, and even wanting to get in risk of danger to get to that point. Everybody's saying, let's find all these drill rappers from Brooklyn because that's the trend and that's what we're going to sign. But they're not finding talent. So that's the music industry right now.
If you want to see this full interview without having to wait, you can join our YouTube memberships program for just $8 a month. You get the full interview, behind the scenes footage, and no ads. If you want more, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/diverse mentality. And for $10 a month, you can not only get these full interviews immediately, but also get uncut and ad-free documentaries as well. The link is in the description for both. For those of you that don't know, this Shaw Money XL interview is from my 2023 Get Rich or Die Trying documentary, where I go around interviewing producers and engineers that worked on that album for the making of the process of that album. So check out that documentary in the description below.